All right, so got a box, got a box, got a box. I let you for yeah. So 2026 MegaCon came and went. My books are in, and if you saw my Instagram, then you was seeing what I thought what I was going to submit, and that wasn't really the case, right? After a really detailed inspection of the books, I realized that a lot of them were not to, I guess, the standard I wanted to send them. Basically, it wasn't really worth it. Although there were some good books, it wasn't worth it. The grade that I myself graded it just didn't balance out. So with that, I think I left my notes inside my truck. With that, I believe 5 books I did send in, and I had my own version of what I thought they were going to be. A couple of them were what's it called a range estimate. Hold on, give me 1 second. I might actually have it because I know I did 2 copies. Heh, I do. Okay. God damn it, Tito, you can be smart sometimes. All right, so yeah, 5 books. First of all, before we get to the books, I want to talk about MegaCon, right? In the last few years, I really, really held back on going to cons for multiple reasons, right? First and foremost, at least for the bigger cons, it just got way too crowded. Like super crowded. Anxiety was kicking in. It was literally like asses to elbows. You couldn't breathe. Like it just wasn't for me anymore. The scene got too big. And second was the prices. The prices just skyrocketed. COVID, post COVID, and whatever this is as far as the comic prices. Yeah, so this year it was a whole other vibe. Like the MegaCon now, MegaCon is probably the premier Southeast con. Um, I guess you could call it pop culture con, right? You have these big flashy artists. When I say artists, actors, actresses, and then of course you do have your big talented comic writers, comic artists, comic creators that do come in. And I kind of, with the prices going up at the past cons that I've been to, I've kind of been there and I've kind of done that. There was a few that I actually unretired my Batman book for. One specifically was for Jock. I was supposed to get him back in 2018, but I think I chose a different con, and you know I forgot what it was, but I chose something else instead of going to MegaCon with Jock in it, and it was like a super duper comic, like a who's who of comic creators back then, and I've been slowly trying to piece it back together with Jock actually being the last person that I needed from that convention. And let me tell you, Jock was he did not disappoint. Dude was pretty legit. He actually did a little doodle on my Batman book. He gave you time to talk and chit chat. Actually, as a matter of fact, I ran into Principal Defects there. We chit chat for like a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes. They had their stuff they were doing, and I was just kind of doing my own thing. But yeah, it was. This con was actually really, really good, and I don't want to say that out loud because, as selfish as it is, I don't want it to be what it was a couple years ago. Literally, I got a Saturday and Sunday ticket. I finished everything I needed to on Saturday except for one. And if I really wanted to, I probably could have got that one, but then that would have been pushing it. So I kind of just waited till the next day for that one. But there was a crowd, not nearly as bad as it was before. Prices ain't never gonna go down. I mean, they might change up the what's it called, price to signatures, right? So the price of the signature probably never go down, but they probably throw in like a free signature on something. It was dope, man. Like, I really, really, really enjoyed this MegaCon, and that's a far cry of how, not angered, I don't know if jaded, but how I felt the convention's been going for the last few years. This was kind of like a breath of fresh air, and I hope it continues this little trajectory. I don't know if it's going down, if it's flattening out. It's definitely not going up. So if I was to compare it from previous years, it's actually going down, and I'm okay with that. But that's enough for the con. MegaCon was legit. Like, you could ask Rich. I had nothing but good things to say. What did I do there? I had Daphne King. I took a photo with Daphne King. Had her sign a Star Wars figure. Took a picture. This is actually impromptu. I'm super late to the game, but like probably in the last few months, I've been like going balls deep into Red Dead Redemption 2, and not Arthur Morgan. Jesus Christ, what's that kid's name? Well, the voice actor for Arthur Morgan was there, so I took a picture and he signed my case for Red Dead Redemption 2. Cool cat. Don't know if you know, but it took him 5 years to do that thing, and he doesn't like to be called a voice actor. He likes to be called an actor. I learned. My bad. Who else? Oh my God. There was like one other person. Yeah, I don't know. I done forgot. Oh, Jesus Christ. How can I forget Sam Witwer? Yeah. He's been on my radar for a few years, and he really never made it down to MegaCon. And to be honest with you, I wasn't even going to go to MegaCon. The only way I was going to go was Daphne King showed up, and sure shit, she showed up. And then Sam Witwer showed up. So I was like, I'm all in. All right, now can we get to the books? Yes. All right, books. All right. So, full transparency, I already know where they are. I know the grades. I couldn't help it. These books have been with me for a few years now, and I actually have a caveat to some of this. But yeah, I don't even know how they. Important notice. If you are not intended recipient of this package, or if it is misplaced during shipment, please contact. Oh, they actually have, the shit don't belong to you, return it. First time I've seen that. Alright. Okay, this is how they did it. Okay. Alright. I don't know why I'm saying. I already know what they are. Are these individually packed? They are individually packed. Ain't that some... Wait, is it? Oh, no, there's two in here. Okay, so two per whatever. Why am I know what they are. I actually forgot this was in here. All right, so this is Tech 880. There it is. That's a good one. I had this at there it is. I had this at 9698. That's what I had this at. 9698. FX. Which side? Yeah, there it is. Got myself a 98. Ain't that something? This was actually an eBay buy a whole lot of years ago, and I just now got it graded. It's a badass cover, though. I don't care. I'm so used to not knowing the grades. Okay, this next book. This book has seen its journey. Boy. Okay. So Malibu Sun 13? Yeah, Malibu Sun 13. This book was actually a gift from Mark Walters. And boy, did this book have a little unexpected trip, right? So Mark, he gave me a envelope saying, I have something for you. Once it might be a birthday. And I don't know if I was just, I wasn't thinking, and I left the envelope somewhere. I don't know where. And then he comes up to me. He's like, hey, man, you forgot something. And I was like, oh, shit, my bad. Yep, thank you. Put it in. And then, of course, I did the unboxing. And it happened to be a Malibu Sun 13. So, despite whatever grade this is, whether it's a 9.8 or 2.0, I give two shits. It's a gift, and a greatly appreciated gift. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to give you the grade. It's pretty fucking cool. Ain't that cool? Yeah. And this is what I was talking about individually. I thought it was individually, but they have it too in these envelopes. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that. Oh, this one has 3. Ooh, okay. So this one. All right. Moon Knight #1 from 2014, the Bill Sienkiewicz cover. I had this one at a excuse me. I had it at 9.2 with color rub in the back, and I definitely see the color rub. So, what did it get? A 9.6. I don't know if you'd be able to see it, but it's right there. Yeah. Now that you get it. Not too bad. And then this one right here kind of shocked me. Because this one, so this one is Wonder Woman 28 from 2014, and it's J.G. Jones, right? Yeah, J.G. Jones, the steampunk variant. I had this one as a 9698, and it came back as a 96. All right, cool. Yeah, so this one, I looked at the grader's notes, and it said color rub. So a lot of these, so I'm surprised I actually, and to this day, I could barely see it, but yeah, it's there. Not bad. And then this last one, this was actually a stealth find at was it a flea market or comic shop? I don't remember, but it was $15 is what I bought it for, and it was the Delado X23, right? Pretty badass. I almost had Daphne sign this, but I didn't. So this one, I have it as X23. I have this as a 9496. So let me go back a little bit. Right, so Moon Knight had the color rub in the back. Which was the other one? Yeah, Wonder Woman 20. I didn't even have any notes on it. So, yeah, whatever. And then this one, I have it as a 9496 with 2 color breaking increases. And it came back as a 98. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now, what I was saying earlier is a lot of these, like a lot. And like I said, I actually had a lot more that I was going to submit, but after breaking it down and looking at everything, it's just, it wasn't really worth it, to be honest with you. But a lot of it had what's it called? Color rub in the back. And I want to blame myself on that because I'm pretty sure when I initially bought these, there wasn't, but probably mishandling it is what caused it. But yeah, so to go back, right? Got that 98 Delado. Got that 96 JG. Got that 96 Sienkiewicz. Got that beautiful Malibu Sun. Thank you, Mark. And then the Jock 880. Anyhow, that's it. That's all I got. Pretty fun submission. Pretty fun. And all these were submitted at MegaCon. So, no facilitators, no third party. It was straight CGC there, dropped it off. And actually, I forgot when MegaCon was. I think it was the first week of April or last week of March with pressing. And I also did fast track. I got it back, in like less than a month and a half. Anyways, I'm out.